Welcome to Cochrane Stadium. It's championship day. The MAC title on the line between Bowling Green State University and Ball State. I'm excited. I'm Caden Albanese, joined by Brennan. How are you? You excited?
Good, Ken. Yeah, this is a great matchup between two fantastic teams who are looking eager to go today, and I'm buzzing for this game.
Bowling Green got here by winning a very hard-earned win versus Ohio. Ball State went into double overtime versus Western Michigan, winning off an own goal forced by Lauren Roll, and that's how these two teams ended up here. Around 60 seconds until kickoff. The starting lineups are looking very similar to the semifinals. Amanda Shaw is starting now, though, for Ball State, and she very much earned that start. Ball State, the black uniforms, and they're already out there in the huddle. Bowling Green, white uniforms, and this is going to be a great game. I'm so excited. This is a title game we've all been waiting for. The first meeting between these two teams, Bowling Green won 3-0. That was an away game for BG. They went to Ball State's turf. Now they're playing on their own turf. It's going to be a tough matchup for Ball State, but it's been a long time since then. That was only the second game of the MAC season. Both these teams have changed and improved quite a lot since then.
Yeah, Ken, absolutely. The momentum that Ball State have kind of gathered over the last few weeks, it's going to be interesting to see their direct style of play against Bowling Green's more reserved and then hit them on the break sort of play. Obviously, Ball State coming off 2 double overtimes in the quarterfinal and semi-final, so their legs will be heavy, and it'll be interesting to see how the game starts off.
All right, we're almost there. 2 45-minute halves away from a title being given to either Bowling Green or Ball State. Ball State has not won a MAC championship. Bowling Green has done it twice in 2004 and 2005. And we are off. Time to decide a champion. Barnes plays it back. This could be dangerous. Played well. Abbott on the ball. Gets it upfield to Washington. And here comes Washington leading the attack. Loses her footing, but foul's called.
Yeah, you can see a lot of the play going through her today. Chelsea Washington midfield, she's been instrumental to Bowling Green's success this season, and they'll try and get her on the ball as much as possible throughout these early stages, try and get her into her rhythm and dictating the play.
Western Michigan had 22 fouls called against them in the semifinal, and their opponent, Ball State had 21, and Western had 22 called against them. And already we've seen 1 foul against Ball State here inside the first minute. Barnes going down the sideline, plenty of space. Out to Huber, the offensive player of the year for MAC. Always dangerous, assisted on the game-winning goal to Reyes, which was a fantastic finish. Left side of the box to the far post.
Yeah, Caden Hubert, when she gets in that final third, it's extremely dangerous. You don't know whether she's going to turn left, turn right, and she can spin on a dime. So definitely the threat will be through her attackingly today. So be interesting to see how we get on.
And now, I'll say almost got a first attack off. Good play from Abbott. Bowling Green only play 3 in the back. You wouldn't expect a team that has 7 shutouts in MAC play, including playoffs, to have 3 in the back. But between Abbott, Kennedy, and Fricky, those 3 are so talented back there. They're able to hold great teams to 0 scores.
Yeah, we watched Amanda Shaw bully the Western Michigan back line on Friday, so it'll be good to see how she gets on today, getting the start and see if she can instrument some attack for Ball State.
Hubert now. Nice move to keep possession. Can't get past half field yet, though. Actually spoke with Coach Craig Roberts of Ball State. He brought up the 3 players in the back line for BG, said whenever you do that, you're always going to be vulnerable sometimes. They're going to try to exploit that. But even though they're vulnerable, BG is very organized. And that's played out of bounds. The Ball State fans thought that should have been a foul.
Yeah, I'd probably
Washington
agree.
leading the midfield drive. Still Bowling Green to Hubert. And that's out. Bowling Green throw-in.
That Pooley instrumenting. Again, they're stamping their authority on the game, getting straight into Hubert straight away. We saw plenty of that on Friday.
Coach Roberts of Ball State said they can break down good opponents. They can get through an organized defense. But he did say the first time these two teams played, BG was the better side. The scoreline was 3-0 BG, so not a controversial opinion there. Fricky plays it down to Cox. Still live ball. And the freshman of the year, Tatiana Mason, wearing number 31 in black and red.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of these jerseys for Ball State. They look really nice.
They're good, yeah. They're very, very quick to give a lot of high press. It'll be interesting to see how they really get on against Bowling Green and can they take the game to them this first half. Try and put them on the back foot.
That's a throw-in for Ball State. Looking for an open Cardinal. He's flicked into the box. Very dangerous now. Cox gets to it and cleared away by Washington. Ball State trying to keep the pressure up. And here comes BG to Cox. Good defensive effort by Pooley. And after a turnover, BG still organized and collected. But Shaw starting this attack for Ball State, and it's continued. Shaw earning the start in the title after coming off the bench in the semifinal, but even though she came off the bench, she did play 80 minutes. That's Shaw wearing 3 for Ball State. Played with high energy, and she wanted that win bad.
Yeah,
Anyone who watched the semifinal knows that Shaw really likes to win.
Yeah, this first 6 minutes you can see that Ball State, that those 2 double overtimes haven't really seemed to affect them. They've coming out all guns blazing. They're going to try and go for that high press style direct and try and get at Bowling Green for the first minute.
Duvis plays it short. Reyes, the goal scorer in the semifinal versus Ohio, played it forward there. And now a foul called against Reyes. Pooley will take it.
Be a long ball in.
That's going to get to the box, but a little wide out for a goal kick. One thing we saw a lot of in the semifinals for both teams playing here today was great service into the box. That one was a little off, but that won't be the theme of this match. Very good free kick deliverers on both teams.
Yeah, Guerrero, especially for Ball State, we saw it in the semi-final. Her deliveries were first class, and she was putting situations for Western Michigan that were really under pressure. So it's going to be good for her today, especially if they can use the wind and the ground conditions.
That's going to be out for a corner kick. A roaring applause from the away fans here.
Corner kick, Ball State.
Plenty of people out here supporting this game today.
All the way from Indiana.
Stands are full in front of us.
The service is in, high inside the 6-yard box, headed away. Guerrero tries to send it back in. Handball called. Guerrero played it towards the box. Handball called against. Appears to be Cox.
Yeah, Guerrero with that trickery again. She's put a great ball into the box, come back out to her, and then she's tried a little dink and won the handball. So this is a good position for her to put another good delivery in.
Guerrero, an excellent delivery on that foot. She'll probably be the one to take it. She will be. This is to the far post, and nothing there. About 8.5 minutes past now. Pretty entertaining game so far. A couple attacks going. Neither team able to break through yet, get that first goal.
Yeah, we spoke about the field conditions on Friday and how wet it was and kind of how difficult and heavy it was. And this is almost a different pitch. It's kind of got colder over the last couple of days, and it's a lot harder, and the ball's going to bounce a lot today. So both conditions will play havoc with the wind as well.
And that's a throw-in. Cook will take it. Ball State has really been winning the possession battle the past few minutes, keeping that ball in the attacking third. Their confidence will grow as that continues to be the case. Duvet quickly throws it out to Washington. It's a little behind her. Gets it out to Hubert. Nice back and forth, or at least an attempt to play back and forth, but Shaw was there, and Hubert gets it back. Cox now. Barnes looking for an open Falcon. Jacob gets it to Kennedy, the defensive player of the year in MAC. 5 first-team All-MAC players on this Bowling Green side. And Ball State, despite being the second seed, does not have one first-team All-MAC. Fricky will play that forward. Intercepted. Jacob advances, plays long ball towards the box. Played away again by Simmons. Still in the box, a trip. No foul called. Incidental contact is what the referee saw.
Yeah, good spell of possession there for Bowling Green, won the ball back.
Ball State playing very good defense. Whenever a ball does get tried to play through those back defenders, they always intercept it. And possession won there by Fisterovich. Now Alexis Fricky. Plenty of time to find an open Falcon. Bazzelli. Barnes back to Bazzelli. Can stay in play, cannot.
It's a good movement from the Falcons. Forward dropping off and ball playing into that little pocket of space, and they want to. The fullbacks try and get in behind. That's good.
Dombrowski throws it in. Trying to get it to Cook. Ball still alive. Still live play. Abbott.
It's going to be a physical battle today, Caden. See the refs kind of going to let it go and try and let the game flow as much as it can, which is a bit different from Friday night's game for Ball State. But you can tell that both sides are going to be very physical going in.
Tatiana Mason aggressively went after that ball, almost made something happen, but Fricky was able to keep it. Cook can't corral that, ends up at the feet of Abbott. Again, only 3 defenders in that back line for BG. It almost looks like they're playing something of a 3-3-4 right now, highly aggressive. Flowing between a 3-4-3 and a 3-3-4.
Yeah, you can see Shaw's just going to try and drop off and try and deny them 2 holding midfielders of Washington and Jacob trying to get on the ball. She's going to try and be as physical as she can and stop them 2 from being instrumental.
Washington, she's been on the ball a lot, and what a service to Bazzelli, who can't get by the keeper. That should have been called a handball, looks like. The keeper was out of the box. Hubert can't get to that. A handball does have to be on purpose. if the ball just incidentally hits the arm, it's not a handball.
It's a good play there from Studeville. Aggressive, come out and won the ball and demanded.
What a ball from Washington to set that up for Bazzelli.
Yes, she's time and time again. It's her bread and butter. That kind of crossfield ball just over the in between the two centre backs, just threads it through, and Bazzelli was unlucky not to finish.
Fricky will have the throw in. Cook's going to apply pressure here. And ends up back to Frick. Washington again.
See Bowling Green very comfortable in possession, just knocking the ball around from side to side and trying to break over that Ball State defence.
Hubert gets to the ball. Mason forces possession away to Washington, but it ends up back to Hubert. Simmons now for Ball State. Kennedy getting pressured by Cook, plays it to Abbott. Very nice back and forth game. The flow's very nice, very entertaining start as we're almost 15 minutes into this match, this MAC title game. The BG subs already warming up on the sideline. They used 6 subs in the semifinal. Ball State used 8 subs. Ball State played double overtime in their quarterfinal and their semifinal. Mason deflects that, but it just ends up at Washington. Long ball play to Bazzelli. Will it stay in play? It does. Throw-in ruled BG. Nikki Cox holding up possession. Gets it to Washington. Tries playing it into the box. Still rolling. Studeville's there.
It's a great spell of possession for Bowling Green again. They're looking to draw Ball State players out of into different spaces and try and attack through the middle and play it out wide and get as many opportunities as they can. That's a good spell of possession there. Last 5 minutes of Bowling Green. It's going to be a long game for Ball State if they carry on chasing.
Dombrowski keeps possession versus Reyes there. Guerrero advances into the attacking third. Tatiana Mason, the freshman of the year. Cuts inside. Sends that. That's going to be a shot on goal. Saved by Duvee. Cook almost got there. Could have had a chance to get that by Duvee.
It's intelligent play from Tatiana Mason, the freshman.
Guerrero gets it out wide.
Looking to get a 1v1 down there on that left-hand side. That will be a tough battle for Sophia Barnes and Alexis Fricky there today down that left-hand side.
Oh yeah, the matchups today are looking great already. It looks like we're going to see a lot of battles. Barnes versus Tatiana Mason is already shaping up to be a sight to see. Both those players finding success against each other to start.
Yeah, another one would be Washington and Guerrero. They're both similar style of plays and aggressive when on the ball and also getting the ball back. So it'd be good to see them two battling out as well.
High pressure from Ball State. And it might set up something because here's Guerrero. Good positioning from Fricky to end that attack. That looked very dangerous. Hubert moves right into the Ball State half. To Cox. Will it go out? It does. Too much mustard on that one.
It's a shame because she makes it look so easy on that turn and just flicking it round and off she goes.
Throwing Ball State. And that's played way out into the stands. A souvenir for the BG mascot. Grace Alsop throws it in, and it'll be a throw-in for BG. Barnes will take this. High pressure Ball State. This is dangerous right now. Duvee gets her hands on it.
Yeah, if Ball State are going to find any more success, they need to get Shaw more higher up the field. She's trying to concentrate too much on stopping Washington and Nikita Jacob, where she needs to be more centralised up to the centre back of Morgan Abbott to try and put pressure on her there and use her strength to get Ball State into this game.
Fricky gets it up to Barnes. The BG attack is on now. Cox. Hubert tried the 1-2. Cleared away by Pooley. Fricky's going to throw this in. Hubert gets by Alsop. Another defender and cleared away by Simmons.
Pooley and Simmons, seriously intelligent soccer players. They've been reading every situation Friday and today so far already. With any time it comes to a dangerous attack, they're right there to snuff it out. Good play from them too.
Guerrero and Cox in a physical battle. Cox wins it. Fricky back to Cox. Cuts. Foul called against Ball State. The volunteer referees in the Ball State section don't like it.
Good play from Cox. Used the body well to get ball side of Pooley, and she just committed the foul, and Bowling Green looked to put a good delivery in from here.
Dombrowski's going to send the service in, or excuse me, Kennedy serving it in. Back to Abbott as that was immediately cleared away. Reyes playing it up to Cox. Pooley sends it out.
Pooley again quick on her feet.
Substitution into the game for Bowling Green, number 20, Mackenzie Ruber, for number 19, Sophia Barr.
Mackenzie Ruber comes on for Sophia Barnes.
Yeah, the introduction of Ruber will maintain that attacking style from Sophia Barnes. They'll look to continue that momentum and getting down this right-hand side.
Ball State could have a counterattack going on here. Here's Shaw. Still Shaw. And BG closes down. Hubert, the offensive player of the year, making a great defensive play there.
Yeah, she must have run about 60 yards there, sprinted to win that back. That's superb from Hubert.
Cox will play back to Fricky. To Jacob. Guerrero looking to start something for Ball State. Just place it back to Studeville. Jacob wins that kick. And that goes out for a throw-in.
Yeah, Caden Ball State have just switched up their style a little bit and surrendered their pressing tactics from the first 5-10 minutes to now trying to sit in and kind of soak up a little bit of Bowling Green's pressure and then counter-attack from there. But Bowling Green have found the space. Ball State realised that Bowling Green were good on the ball and threading it through, so they've retreated a little bit to give up some space.
Bowling Green here in the first 23 minutes, they started off getting pummeled a lot. Now they're the ones on the attack. Ball State doing very well to soak up that pressure, as you said.
Yeah.
Simmons playing very well on the back line. Pooley as well defensively. And there's Cook sending it up to Shaw. And that's a good interception for Fistorovich, but couldn't corral it, and it's back to Washington, who tried playing it to Hubert. Couldn't complete the pass. Alsop was there. Pooley, Guerrero, mistouch there. Cox is on it. Hubert now. What can Hubert do with it? To Washington with space. The shot way off there.
Yeah, Ball State going to play a dangerous game there, trying to play the ball around on this kind of surface with that many Bowling Green attackers lurking ready to get the ball. That's going to be a dangerous game, and Bowling Green are going to continue to get a lot of chances if that continues to happen.
Substitution into the game for Ball State, number 17, Julia Elso. In the game for number 20, Alessandra Fistorovich. Also in the game for the Cardinals, number 23, Sam Campbell. In for number 12, Peyton Cook.
Julia Elbow comes on for Fistorovich, and Sam Campbell just came off for Payne Cook for the Ball State side. And trying to get something going, Ball State in the Bowling Green defensive third. Hubert wins the ball. Jacob pressured on by Shaw, who forces it outside to Reyes.
Good play from Jacob, just recognising the pressure and just knocking it out wide to
Shaw.
release that.
High pressure from Shaw. Almost forces a turnover, but Kennedy keeps it. Reyes gets it to Washington. Ruber was playing in space. Now Hubert.
This would be a good matchup in the corner.
Hubert in the corner. What can she do with it? Forces a throw in for BG.
Pooley read it well.
Now Ruber cuts outside the cross. Too high for her teammates, and that's out. Nice move by Ruber, the substitute.
Yeah, she has great feet for an attacking wing back, and just not afraid to run at players and attack that space, and that's exactly what she did there. The cross was just unfortunately a little too long, but that's what she can offer.
Now this throw ends up at the head of Reyes. And that's going to be a dangerous attack for Bowling Green. That's a push. That's a penalty kick. Cox wins a penalty kick for Bowling Green.
That is superb play from Cox. Such physical play, determined to get into that space, and two defenders to the other side of her and just managed to nick it inside of her and win that penalty.
Erica Huber played it to Cox, who shot from behind. And Maureen Kennedy, the Defensive Player of the Year in MAC, will be the one to take this penalty kick. Studeville in the box. Possibly a MAC title on the line. And a shove there, or an alleged shove from Huber. Referee's going to go over there and just have a couple words. All players ready to run towards a rebound if there is one. But Kennedy has a chance to put Bowling Green up 1-0 and help them get their first MAC championship since 2005. Studeville has a chance to save it. And it's in the corner for a goal! Bowling Green takes a 1-0 lead in the MAC championship.
Superb free penalty kick there came from Maureen Kennedy. She did, when she gets in that situation, it's blocks everything out, ice cold, and just whacked it bottom corner, and fully deserved Bowling Green that 1-0 lead. They've been the better side for sure for these first 30 minutes.
Goals change games, and it is definitely a new game now as Bowling Green's up 1-0. Ball State will have to put more pressure to get that tying goal. Already into the box. That's a goal kick.
And that's the thing, Caden, on Friday we saw that Ball State will definitely not give up. You know, they will come out all guns blazing now. This will only entice them to get it going a little bit further, and then we see a BG flag just running through the bleachers.
It is a massive crowd today. Word has spread across this Bowling Green campus of a championship. We were told some football players are here. Obviously, some of the men's soccer teams here. A lot of just fans of BG sports. One of the advantages of playing the title on home turf, BG has a huge home field advantage now. Ball State on the road trying to tie this up. That's almost a shot on goal, but blocked. Foul called against Ball State.
Yeah, okay, and this team's been fun to watch. They're going to gather a lot of fans and a lot of people who want to kind of come and watch, even outside of the if they're not involved with the university, they're going to want to come and watch this fun team to play.
Washington to Fricky. Craig Roberts has won 2 regular season MAC titles and won the West Division of MAC. But he has yet to win a MAC title in the tournament. You know that must be weighing on his mind right now. Here's a high and far goal kick. Excellent from Studeville. And eventually it becomes a throw-in inside the defensive third for Bowling Green. Elijah Bayron comes on for Nikki Cox. Nikki Cox, of course, won the penalty for BG, which put them up 1-0.
Yeah, she's had a great first half, Nikki Cox. Been strong and put her presence about, ran a lot, and definitely worked the back line into stretching them around and finding the space for Bowling Green. She did well. Works hard off the ball.
Ball State obviously still very dangerous. This game not put to bed by any stretch for either side. Ball State's had a lot of success on offense in spurts. And they have a lot of talent on that side between Guerrero, Shaw, the freshman of the year, Tatiana Mason.
Yeah, them type of players, they need to get into the game, get on the ball more and try and influence this, because Bowling Green could look to get into their stride and it could be 2-0 before they know it, and then it's 2-0 in the first half of a championship game. It's going to be difficult to get back.
Here comes Huber. Still Huber. Allen, third-team All-MAC. The freshman Sarah Allen eventually loses it, but it just goes to Jacob and cleared away to Fricky. Washington ends up with it.
Ball State find it difficult to get out their own half right now. Bowling Green applying that pressure even from their goal. They're hungry for more, and Ball State need to get the composure back and settle down and get the ball moving.
Swindell couldn't get to that ball, and that becomes a punt. And Studeville's been sending out fantastic punts today.
Yeah.
Kept in play by Hugh. Oh, my mistake. Announcer's jinx. BG throwing. Campbell was triple teams there before she was able to lose possession. Tatiana Mason called for a foul.
Yeah, we knew this was going to be a physical game coming into it, and Bowling Green are just winning them 1v1 individual battles right now, and they're taking precedent over the Ball State players and influencing their physicality.
Just bouncing around possession now. And it's out. I asked Coach Roberts of Ball State, some leaders he hopes can keep the team's spirits up and just carry them if the going gets tough. Unfortunately for Ball State, they are down 1-0. He did bring up that he thinks, they're a very complete team. They never depend on one player to do anything, and that's probably going to be played out of bounds for BG throw, and it is. But he said the seniors, and he specifically mentioned Pooley and Shaw, he hopes can really step up and lead by example, go out there on the field, make some plays.
Yeah, especially when you get down to this sort of stage, your championship final, you need your leaders to step up, especially going a goal down. This is where they need to step up and definitely put their influence on their team and get players like Tatiana Mason on the ball as freshman of the year. Obviously, you can see she's very skilled and very tactically aware. She just needs to get on the ball and be showing some leadership from, like you said, Pooley and Shaw.
Sarah Allen makes a nice move to advance the ball. Still Allen. Her pass is deflected. Back to her. Nikita Jacob plays it out to Kennedy in the back line. Played forward to Swindell. And now Rhea is trying to make something happen. Back to Swindell. A good defensive effort from the Ball State back line ends the attack. But Washington back on it. Back to Washington. Tries playing to Swindell. She can't get there before Steubenville does. Lots of combination play outside the box, leading inside the box from BG. That's what led to the first penalty kick.
Yeah, Coach Fallon's got their tactics spot on for Bowling Green this first half, first 35 minutes gone. They're definitely imposing their will on this game and taking full control.
Fricky to Allen. Keeps possession again. Washington. Back to Barron. Bowling Green playing back and forth in this area until a foul's called against, looked like, Corcoran.
They're full of confidence right now, this Bowling Green team. Knocking the ball around like it's not a championship final. This is a regular game for them.
Well, fans said that there is no change between preparation for this championship and any other game. I actually asked him about that for the game specifically, if there was any difference in preparation, as Ruber will run down the sideline and play it out for a goal kick. He said there's no change in the preparation. It's treated like any other game. And I asked him, how do you take down a defense, get a goal on the board? And he said, you just keep going after them the same way they have been. They are going to go about this the same as any other game. This is a good defense, he said, but they've been able to break down good defenses before.
Sure, yeah.
And right now, that strategy and that philosophy has them up 1-0.
Yeah, it looks like Ball State's legs are just catching up to them with those. They've played a lot of minutes over the last couple of weeks, especially getting here to the final. We mentioned those 2 overtime periods. They definitely take its toll, And
again, 2 games in a row of double overtime, a quarterfinal and a semifinal at that, not just any games.
And they were battles. They were physical battles, and it takes its toll, especially Friday, Sunday. It's not even a 48-hour turnaround until the next game. And
that free kick is going to be out for a corner after a deflection off a BG head. And This is an excellent opportunity for Ball State to tie this game up. Guerrero is known to give great service. Can Ball State tie this game up before halftime here on this corner kick?
Really surprised, Caden, how they haven't sent Pooley up for this corner.
And that's a header in the net. It's a goal for Ball State. Duvee tripped going for the ball. No foul called. A foul is called.
Yeah.
Foul called against Ball State. No goal. The clock keeps running. Duvee ran out for that ball, tripped up. And it remains 1-0 BG. Ball State oh so close to tying this game up. And that call could have went either way. I actually didn't even see the referee's call till after the ball landed in the net.
Yeah, he was straight to point to the free kick the other way, and it's one of them balls from Guerrero. She's put it right in the mix, and it was a great cross, and unfortunately just as Duvee's jumping, defender and an attacker jumped for it and caused the foul. This is going to give Ball State some momentum here.
Still the danger of Guerrero's service in the heads of Ball State on display there. If they keep getting chances like this past one right now in front of us, they might be able to tie this game up eventually.
Could have been a penalty called there in that last play as well, Caden. There were bodies thrown around, and you never know in this type of scenario when it comes to the final, anything can be called.
Alexis Miller just came on for Chelsea Washington on the BG side. Washington has been dominant in the midfield. A true maestro today. Guerrero, maestro of her own, leads this attack. Duvee gets there. She was trying to set something up and nothing yet.
Yeah, that introduction of Miller is just going to kind of try and settle up that midfield and try and maintain this for the next 6 minutes and try and keep it steady and not allow Ball State to have any more opportunity. It's a great pass out wide from Guerrero.
That's a long cross. Ends in a goal kick.
Ball State just jumped into life there after that corner, Kane. That chance has given them a spark of life and starting to get on the boys, see a bit more urgency from their play right now. Last couple of minutes, they're going to try and finish this half strong and see if they can get an equalising goal.
It was until after the euphoria of celebration they realized a foul had been called. But they've been able to keep that energy up. As you said, this Ball State tries to make something happen. This back line playing very well for BG. Emily Scott and Campbell up forward for Ball State. And of course, one of the heroes of the semifinal, Lauren Roll, wearing number 2 for Ball State's out there. Her cross ended in an own goal in double overtime to send Ball State to the final. That's played out. Barron gives her teammate Fricky to throw it in.
Yeah, Bowling Green needs to get. They've been rocked a little bit by that Ball State opportunity, and they need to get back on the ball and get playing their game. Ball State needs to take advantage though. On the flip side, they need to keep that momentum and try and get something out of this first half.
There's a throw on Ball State. And another throw in. Fricky looking for an open Falcon. Swindell can't keep that. That's a Ball State throw in. And that's intercepted by Kennedy. Cuts off that attack.
Oh, great flick.
Guerrero. That's out for a goal kick. 3.5 minutes left.
These are the type of times where you see where kind of champions are made from. Okay, with that mentality, can Bowling Green kind of just stifle a little bit of momentum that Ball State have got, or can Ball State really go for it and overturn that momentum and go and get a goal? This is where you see the mentality of the players, especially like the seniors. Can they impose their experience?
And a little bit of a missed kick on that surface for the goal kick. With 3 minutes left, Ball State has this throw in. Johnson throws it in. Allen to Fricky. Scott applying high pressure for Ball State. Couldn't make anything happen, and that's out for a throw in BG. Sarah Allen plays it out to Ruber. Ruber called for...
Really good play from Ruber.
Or earns a foul.
In the corner, faced with tight areas. Knocked it into space and use her pace to win a free kick and really take off the pressure now. That's fantastic play. Everyone else on the team right now will be thanking Ruber for that. Just to give them a little breather and try and take this into half time.
Abbott with now 2 minutes left will take this free kick. That's a little too outside for anyone to receive that. And that's out for a goal corner kick. Excellent effort to earn that corner. Bayron chased that ball, played it off a Ball State defender. Heads up play from Bayron. And Kennedy will take this corner.
It's a mentality thing again, Kane. She's chased it down to try and win a corner for a team, and she's done just that.
Played into the box very well. Still in the box, still dangerous inside the 6-yard box. No one there to get that rebound for BG, and it's cleared away. Ruber plays it down to Allen. Can she get there in time? No. Goal kick. Studeville will get to send this off with 45 seconds left in the first half. Ball State has maybe one last chance to tie this up before halftime. And a foul called.
You know, as good as this first half has been for Bowling Green and going in with a...
They got to take this free kick now. Referee stops play, stops clock. The referee didn't like how close the ball was. And on a 50-yard free kick, once the ball will be moved back a couple yards on the delivery. Eight seconds left. The clock is stopped. And the kick, now it's running.
6, 5, 4, 3.
And we will get to half. 1-0. Bowling Green leads on a penalty kick by Maureen Kennedy. The penalty was earned by Nikki Cox. an entertaining first half for sure. I can't wait for the second half. We'll see you then. Welcome back to Cochrane Stadium, here for the second half of the MAC Championship. BG leads 1-0 off a penalty kick score from Maureen Kennedy. If you're just tuning in, Nikki Cox earned the penalty on a combination play between her and Erica Hubert. And that is how we got to 1-0 BG, and I am so excited for the second half. How about you, Brennan?
Yeah, absolutely. That was a commanding performance there from Bowling Green that first half. But knowing Coach Fanning, he will not be happy, and in terms of the only 1-0 scoreline, he'll want more goals and he'll want to be relentless. So it's a tough call for Ball State for this second half. They've got to really dig deep and try and find that adrenaline and mentality to get their goal back and see if they can get back into this game, because Bowling Green look very, very comfortable in that first half. So it'll be a great second half coming up for us, and we're excited.
All right. Moments away from kickoff. In 45 minutes, we will either have overtime or a MAC champion. And we're off. The second half of the MAC championship for women's soccer. Who will go home with the trophy? Washington up. Hubert can't get there. Studeville's there.
First sequence of the second half, that started out just how Bowling Green won it. Quick passes, moving up the field, and Washington being instrumental, threading the ball through. It's a good start for Bowling Green.
3 years ago, Ball State was a team that was winning the West MAC division, but 3 years ago, Bowling Green women's soccer was not in a good state. The 8 seasons before Matt Fannin came in, they won a combined 35 games. And in 2 seasons with Matt Fannin, they now have 2 trips to the final. Last season, of course, losing in overtime to Toledo, trying to have a different result this time around. But Coach Fannin for BG has completely turned this program around as they sit up 1-0 in a MAC final.
Yeah, Ken, I was there for that final game last season, and it was heartbreaking for the way that goal went in for Toledo, and that'll be definitely in the forefront of Matt's mind, and definitely the players as well. They'll want to look to get their hands on that trophy this year for sure.
Hubert sets it down for Kennedy. Long ball for Cox. What can she do with it now? Taking it to the corner. And gets by Pooley. Only to be met by Metzger. Throwing BG. And another throw in for BG. Reyes. What can she do with it? Gets it to Huber. The volley. Not enough venom on that one to get by Studeville.
Yeah, it wouldn't come down quick enough for her there. It's good touch considering the conditions, but it's tough to get any momentum on that shot from how high the ball was there.
Also blown foul against BG. Guerrero on the ball now, the midfield maestro. It's cleared away by Fricky. Poole gets to it. Guerrero sets it down. Still Guerrero. Dombrowski. And that misses the target and goes to Duvee. Still looking for someone to punt it to. Finally just hoofs it downfield. Bazzelli loses it. The Pool who sends it down. Shaw gives chase. He gets to it. Guerrero with space to work with. Advancing forward.
It's a great pass out wide.
And Shaw forces a corner kick for Ball State. In the first half, they almost scored a goal off a corner, but a foul was called as Duvis got tripped up. But it was a good demonstration of the danger of Ball State on set pieces.
Let's look to see if Ball State can get anything from this. They need a lifeline.
Guerrero with deadly service, usually. Just the usual again, send it to the mixer. That's high, that's off the post, it's still out.
Wow.
Kicked away.
Wow. That was just kind of a lob back in from the edge of the box. I couldn't work out who it was. It was kind of just a lob back in to see what could happen, and it ended up coming off the crossbar and then bouncing around and eventually got cleared away. I think it was actually a shot from Ball State that went sailing over in the end.
Peyton Cook had the shot that went off the crossbar. And then Metzger got the reflection. It was just wide. Whenever Ball State gets a corner, BG is going to hold their breath because that's the second time in a row they've had a very dangerous corner.
Absolutely, yeah. They're dangerous from their set pieces again. Guerrero just putting it in right where it's difficult to defend, and the physicality of Shaw and Pooley and stuff in that box is going to make it really difficult. So they're going to look to see if they can use some chances from there.
And Chelsea Washington racing upfield. Hubert with space. Can BG get the insurance goal? Offside called.
Good line from Ball State. Held their own and waited for the pass to be played. It's poor from Hubert. She should be looking across the line. You can't be offside when you're facing across the line. Coach Fallon will be livid about that, I'm sure. She has pace to burn, so she doesn't need to be trying to force anything and be in an offside position.
This falls to Cook, who has a nice move to get it to Shaw. And Shaw crosses it across the face of goal, and Tatiana Mason couldn't get a good contact on that to get a shot off. Excellent effort here from Sundell. Moves it upfield, but out of bounds.
This is dangerous from Ball State. They're putting on a little bit of pressure here. You see the physicality of Shaw when she's on the ball. She's got that strong run-in and lethal shot.
Another set piece for Ball State. Could this be it with 37 minutes left in regulation? This falls down. Metzger trying to find an open shot. Still in the box. Abbott races for it, can't stop a corner from being awarded. And we all know how dangerous the Cardinals are on their corners. Another chance as Guerrero will deliver this corner kick.
Yeah, you can see the energy in the Ball State players. They're up for this. They want to.
Excellent service inside the 6-yard box. Duvis goes for it, can't corral it. Bouncing around.
It's going to be a foul.
And a foul called. Clock is stopped. Heads might have clashed there. Inches away from going inside the goal.
Definitely looks like a collision.
Ball State, despite their success in the past years, especially under Craig Roberts, they have yet to win a MAC title. With 36 minutes and 44 seconds left, they're just one goal away from at least sending it to overtime. There's still plenty of time to grab 2 to win it in regulation. Bowling Green hasn't won a title since 2004 and 2005, where they went back-to-back. Lots of years of no success, and they have given a goal. A goal's been awarded to Ball State. It is 1-1.
That's insane.
After discussing with the side referee,
Bowling Green is infuriated with that. I don't know what happened.
the sideline referee judged it to be a goal. And again, it is 1-1 Ball State. Ball State has been given a goal. It was ruled to have crossed over the line.
I think we're all expecting a foul there, Caden. I don't know how that.
I saw the referee raise his flag. There were bodies on the ground, and the head referee didn't immediately award a goal, so we both thought it was a foul.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
The assistant referee was actually raising his flag to award a goal.
Yeah, it's interesting. You see the ref kind of stopped the clock for a minute, thought they attended to the injury, and then took a walk over to his linesman and had a conversation. It was a goal.
Pure jubilation for the Cardinals, but confusion and frustration for the BG players who have to go back out there and play some more soccer. No time to be mad. And this is a 1-1 game, and ball's a flying forward. Chelsea Washington stopped what could have been a quick second goal.
Yeah, the physicality of Shaw has definitely given them a little lifeline. We spoke about leaders coming up big, and she surely has been putting herself about and kind of causing a ruckus back there for Bowling Green. So this is, tempers are flaring right now. Bowling Green are probably a little bit wounded.
The official ruling is says an own goal, but it's still up in the air as to who will be awarded the goal. Assist will be awarded to Guerrero off corner kick once it's figured out who scored.
I wasn't watching because I saw the guy waving his flag over here right away, and I thought he was calling a foul. To me, it looks like 6. It looks like 6 is the one.
This is good service. Lands, Reyes heads it away. Offside.
All right, we'll give it. So we'll go 6, and then I'll give 8 because it's right off the corner, right? I don't think it was off the corner. All right, then we'll go. Is it possible?
Yeah, that halftime team talk has definitely done a little bit for Ball State. They've come out and got nothing to lose and chasing this game, and they've got themselves back into it.
Emily Simmons will be awarded the goal for Ball State after an event of which I don't think I've ever seen something quite like that before, where the entire crowd, players, everyone thought a foul was called. Then once the pile disperses, a goal is awarded. It certainly looked like a goal from my view, and the assistant referee had the perfect view of it. This is dangerous. Kicked almost. And Ball State looking lethal in the past few minutes.
Now. They can sense them being on top and really giving it a good go right now. They're throwing their bodies around and it's an intense part of the game right now. 10 minutes into the second half. A lot of physicality from both teams. The tempo's really up, the energy's around, and the crowd can sense this. And this is an exciting game to watch.
Who's being given the assist is still being decided right now. It's Guerrero, but I'm hearing though there might not be an assist awarded on the goal. It was just bounced around the mixer a lot and eventually just ended up across the line before Duvee could get a hand to it. We kept talking about how dangerous we were on the corners. Eventually, it was a
Yeah.
corner that tied this game.
It was coming for sure. They put the pressure on right from the start, and this has turned into a great final.
Absolutely. All the drama you could ask for.
Yeah.
Sports are the best reality TV show on television. And here comes Cox. Ref stops the play. Guerrero wins a foul. Studeville's going to take this free kick.
Be interested to see what Ball State do here with the momentum in their favour, and can they add to their tally, and can, on the other hand, can Bowling Green State, can they stifle the pressure and see if they can get back on top. They're looking rocked right now.
Played back into the box. Guerrero, the volley to Duvee.
Shaw's looking to throw anything at a ball that comes anywhere near the box. She's throwing everything at it. She can sense it. She wants this title.
Just bouncing around the midfield now. But Ball State, another dangerous attack looks to be in the making. And Keene. Huber intercepts that. Under pressure from Keene, though. High pressure from Keene. And that's a turnover to Guerrero. Huber. And whoa! Hard play there. No foul called. All ball according to the ref. Reyes, nice move to advance it to Huber.
It's a great tackle from
Till
Kennedy.
it's over her head, out for throw in. And ever since that goal was awarded to Ball State, this game has been wild. Dombrowski tries to get in there. Guerrero. A long shot from Mason.
You can see she's got that quality to hit it from there, and opened up nicely for her to take that strike.
Freshman of the year, looking very confident out there. Taking shots from 25 yards out. That's a short goal kick. Fricky does well to get to it. Cook plays it in. Shaw's there. Almost gets shot off. Excellent defense from Abbott and Kennedy.
Yeah,
and a crisis is averted.
Incredible defending from Kennedy there. Sensed the danger and just put a foot in there when it needs to be, and put Shaw under too much pressure, and she couldn't get her shot away. Great defending.
And Ball State, they're really stepping on it. Trying to get another goal. They're not interested in overtime at all. Another shorter goal kick. And a miss hit there, rare from Kennedy. Washington flicks it up. Guerrero sends it back. Shaw trying to win it.
This game is a battle
Foul
right
against
now.
Shaw. Yeah, this is...
Ball is bouncing from either to end, and just people just throwing bodies in. And
I definitely sense a great finish coming our way.
yeah.
Washington try to get that to Reyes. Washington loses that after the pressure there from Fistorovich. Fistorovich playing very well in the second half. And nice play here. Cox can't get that in. This is actually Swindell here on the ball. Swindell with the throw-in.
That's what Bowling Green need right now is Nikita Jacob. The way she just handled that pressure and laid the ball out, composed out wide. That's what Bowling Green needs to get back to survive this.
In the box. Good defense there from Simmons. Swindell gets by that defender and crosses it in. Played away by Pooley. Cox to Ruber. Crossed in.
Superb from Ruber. She's out of position now for the break for Ball State. If they can.
Shaw tried to force a quick counterattack, played out of bounds. A little under a half hour left for either team to take this in regulation. Kennedy plays that long. Simmons was there. And Bowling Green not able to get anything going offensively right now. That back line led by Pooley and Simmons, dominating the defensive third for Ball State. And Shaw with space, always dangerous. Still Shaw, sliding shot, saved by Duvee.
She did well there. Shaw kind of isolated herself with Fricky and tried to turn her inside out and get a shot away, but this ball just ran away from her. She was off balance.
Thank you, sir. Got that, dude. Awesome.
And Keene leading the way. Dombrowski. Back to Keene. Washington forces it away. Now it's Reyes, leaving two Ball State players behind her. Trying to get this too forward to Hubert, and it gets to Pooley.
She's done too much. She tried to bend it round the corner, and all she needs to do is lay a little pass in and let Erica do the work, but tried to find a path, and unlucky for her, she just played it a little too long.
Roll just came on for Dombrowski. Roll, of course, with the cross. That would eventually become an own goal, taking Ball State to the final, where they are now tied at 1 with 26 minutes left. Sarah Allen also came on for Erica Hubert, and Payne Cook subbed off for Sam Campbell. So Hubert, the offensive player of the year, she's on the bench right now here in this tied game, getting some rest, but replaced by a star freshman who was third-team All-MAC, Sarah Allen. And Guerrero vehemently disagrees with that call.
Yeah, this game's been a big battle of the physicality in the middle of the park, and first half Bowling Green dominated completely, and Ball State have really upped the ante and got that physicality in the middle of the park, and they're just taking advantage of that right now.
Set pieces tied this game up. Set pieces might put BG in front. We'll see. Kennedy gets in the box, headed towards goal, and Studeville's there.
Washington's such a threat when the ball's in the air. She can physicality. She can jump up and win it over most players. So that's a good lethal weapon for Bowling Green to use if they need to.
Keene tries to keep that in play. Can she get there? She cannot throw on BG. Kennedy. 3 more subs coming on for Ball State. A lot of new players coming on in the past couple minutes.
Yeah, both coaches trying to shape it up a little and swing it in their favour. Ball State just need to keep the momentum going to try and force some more more positions offensively.
Julia Elbow came on for Fistorovich. Sammy Cochrane came on for Tatiana Mason. Chelsea Ralph came on for Amanda Shaw. So Shaw going to the bench, being very active today. And on the BG side, Alyssa Bayron came on for Nikki Cox. A little bit of a platoon swap there.
Yeah.
Swindell plays that out. Ball State throwing. 23 minutes left. Another substitute. Johnson coming on for Alsop.
Bowling Green have just switched the two in holding midfield of switched Bayron into there instead of Chelsea Washington, and put Chelsea a little bit higher to try and get her further up the pitch and see if she can cause some damage to the back line, because she was too deep and in the first part of the first half and wasn't being very effective, and now she can get higher up the pitch and try and create some opportunity for Bowling Green here.
Kerrigan Johnson had the game-winning goal versus Akron on October 21st for Ball State. Maybe she can get another game winner here in the final.
Fantastic winner from Abbott. Looked like it was landing on Fricky's head, and she just commanded it and jumped right in front of her and won that ball. That's great defending from Morgan Abbott.
Ball bouncing around the back line right now as Keene will go down the flank. Pressured by Allen. And roll. Back out to Ralph. Nikita Jacob playing hard defense but can't stop the possession. And that out for a goal kick. Campbell with the shot.
Game just started to settle down a little bit, hasn't it, Ken? Just kind of bit of both ends and not real much intensity going on these last 10 minutes.
There's a complete barrage from Ball State after they were awarded a goal after that corner kick. Simmons tied this game up. But as you said, past 10 minutes have been really slow, kind of died down. Neither team able to penetrate the defensive back lines very well.
Been a lot more fouls this side of the second half, and disrupted the flow a little bit.
Washington to Reyes. Back to Ball State. And now BG in possession after Swindell wins it. Still in play. Hubert will come on for Swindell the next time a substitution is allowed. Washington gets by Guerrero. Plays it out to Reyes. And that's out for a goal kick.
Substitution into the game for Bowling Green, number 21, Erica Hubert, for number 3, Marissa Swindell.
And the offensive player of the year in MAC, Hubert, comes on to add firepower to the BG offense, which is stagnated a little bit.
Yeah, with Washington being a little bit higher, it'll give a great incentive to, with the runs that she can make, and hope that Chelsea can find her through those through balls.
Abbott plays it back upfield. Foul called against Washington. Studeville's free kick makes it to the box, to the edge of the box, at least. And a dangerous sliding tackle there is all ball from Reyes. Simmons, a long, that'll maybe be recorded as a shot. We'll see.
Yeah. Good strike of the soccer ball. Ball spending a lot of time up in the air at the minute, back and forth. A lot of head tennis going on.
And this might start something dangerous for BG. They've been awarded a free kick about 45 yards away from goal.
Ball State definitely disrupted Bowling Green's flow, and they're unable to get any passes together. They're resorting to going a different, more direct style of play at the minute.
And here comes the ball into the box. Very dangerous. The bike attempt doesn't end in much. Reyes, her cross deflected, and here comes Ball State. Abbott is there, making the defensive play way upfield, past her half line. Excellent play from Abbott.
Okay, and we spoke about leaders before, and Morgan Abbott is definitely one of them leaders for Bowling Green. She is coming up big in these plays and definitely encouraging everyone else to get on to her level and really go for it. Wow.
And you want to talk about a substitution? How about this? 6 players. I'll have to wait for the play-by-play to show up on my little app following the game. That's a platoon swap if I've ever seen one.
That's half the team at least. Big switch up.
Ball State, Coach Roberts definitely wants to see something different since he just took half the team off the field. Washington, physical, keeping ball, and a foul called against Guerrero. Depending on which volunteer ref you ask in the stands, that was either a great or terrible call.
That's what we wanted.
It looked all shoulder to shoulder to me.
Yeah, that's what we wanted to see. That's a physical battle between two very good soccer players, and Washington just a bit of argy-bargy with Pooley now in the back. She'll try and defend her now and take over because she's a physical presence and one that Ball State want to be wary of.
This is the most dangerous attempt in the past 20 minutes. Here comes Kennedy's free kick, and that's a shot! It forced a save from Studeville. Talk about ambition.
Such great technique that she can do it.
Reyes heads that down to Allen. And loses it. And as that ball will be played out, I'll give you all the subs that we just saw. Metzger on for Keene. Fisterovich on for Elbow. Dombrowski on for Roll. Tatiana Mason comes off for Cochrane. Payne Cook comes off for Sam Campbell. And Shaw, the fiery, creative player, back on the field. Ralph came off for her. And Ball State doing well to keep it in the attacking third. Mason's there. That's played towards goal. Looked like it would have went wide, but Duvee was there either way.
Yeah, there's not a lot of soccer being played right now. There's a lot of back and forth, and it's a big battle going on. It will suit Ball State down to the ground, this with their physicality, and they'll look to put pressure on Bowling Green here.
Ball State throwing numbers forward. Excellent play. Keep this attack going. And this is still Ball State. And that shot's wide from Fisterovich. Johnson started that attack. winning the ball.
Yeah, it's not the place you want to be losing the ball there. With Fricky down that right-hand side, especially in your own half on the attack, and Ball State won it back and eventually got the shot off, but she was well off balance.
Ball State sends it back forward. Reyes is there as it will go out for a throw-in. Quickly taken. You can see the sense of urgency from BG and from Ball State. Metzger eventually loses it. Erica Hubert can't win that one, but it is a throw-in for BG.
Good defending from Simmons, just put her body in and stopped. She knew that Erica, if Hubert turns, then she's in, so she did well there defendingly.
And a hard collision, no foul called, shoulder to shoulder. Pooley wins that one. It's some blood and thunder soccer out there right now, Brennan. Foul called against Fistorovich.
That is what you call composure from Kennedy there in the middle of the park. Defender on just a little Cruyff turn to get out of space and wins the free kick. That's technical quality. Again,
they're waiting for a ball to come out onto the field.
There we go. Again, talking about leaders, Ken, earlier on, this is where freshmen, you know, the younger age, this is their first kind of taste of conference final play, and this is a great game to be involved in. This is where you really learn and experience a lot of tough soccer being played.
It's been a wonderful game to watch.
Absolutely, yeah.
As a fan of the sport, I am enjoying myself right now. This is a great game. What more can you ask for? It's a MAC final. It's 1-1, 12 minutes, a little under 12 left. And Kennedy sending in a free kick. And this is dangerous, perfect delivery. No one could get to it, though.
Good defending there from Pooley, looking at, recognising the danger of Washington and just stuck her body in and didn't let her get ahead to the ball.
Sarah Allen gets it to Hubert on the elbow. What can Hubert do with it? And an excellent defensive play from Simmons. Reyes to Hubert. Simmons has been huge for Ball State today.
It's painful.
And turnover there. And here come the Cardinals. Cook running down the flank. And Reyes with a sliding tackle. Stops the attack. But the way they scored the first time the Cardinals did was on a corner, and they have another one from the same corner they scored off of.
Yeah, Reyes, good defending there from almost slowed right down on the attack, and she just managed to get her foot there and poke it behind for a corner.
Bowling Green has been losing every corner battle. We'll see if they go down a goal. Guerrero with the service. Can the Cardinals make this a goal to lead? Cleared away, but to Tatiana Mason, who sends it back in, deflected by Bayron. And if that goes out, it'll be a corner. Reyes gets to it, but no, she didn't. Just out of bounds. That's a corner kick.
I'd say that was a superb piece defending from Bayron. I'm not sure how much she knew about it, but that strike from Mason was flying. She hit that really sweetly on the left foot.
You can hear the away fans cheering on their Cardinals as Guerrero sends this in. Perfect delivery again. Allen trying to get to it. And BG in the other direction now.
Tell you, Kane, that
foul called.
Mackenzie Ruber for Bowling Green has done that 3 or 4 times today and just really relieved a lot of pressure on her defensive line. There, as a freshman, she's shown real maturity in the way she's played today.
Bowling Green playing it along their back line. High pressure from Ball State, trying to force a mistake. They get it to Barron. Reyes, past half field. Metzger forces that out for a throw-in. Metzger. Washington loses it. Aaron try to get that to Hubert. Rays will throw it in. That does get to Hubert. Nice cut. Gives herself some space. Cuts back inside.
Whoa.
Leaves Hubert on her ground.
Uh-oh,
That's
here we
put
go.
down, and the shot just wide.
Oh, no.
With 8:30 left, there is still no leader in this game.
What a great bit of play from two players there of Hubert cutting inside. And
Sarah Allen had it right in front of her. She just missed it.
Ruber again finding her in a fantastic position, and what a pass across the box to Sarah Allen. And I think the situation got the best of her, and she managed to scuff it wide, unfortunately, but she'll get in them positions again for sure.
BG with a spark of life with little less than 8 minutes left to go. Reyes has it. Hubert, is she onside? She is. That's outside. Will foul be called? Foul is awarded to BG. Free kick on the way. Kennedy will give the service. She tried to score once earlier on a free kick from a shorter distance, but in midfield. We'll see what she elects to do with this. Every BG fan on their feet in the stands right now. You see the student section pounding the little boards there.
Superb from Erica.
Is this
just
it?
on that position.
7 minutes left, clock ticking. Can BG take a late lead in the MAC final? Not on that free kick. Goal kick.
Kennedy's going to be so disappointed with herself. With such quality there to put it with your team on the line, that she's going to be very disappointed. She'll want to get on it again.
Kept in play. Cox. Foul against Washington.
She fell on her shoulder there. She looks in pain.
6 minutes left before a champion will be either awarded a trophy or sent into overtime. 6 minutes and 6 seconds left. Ball State throwing all their players forward. They want to win this in regulation for sure. Steubenville will take the free kick. The only defender back on Ball State's half of the field is Pooley. Every other player is in the attacking half. Excellent free kick there from Steubenville. Hubert flicks it up. Can't keep it. Does keep it in play. Hubert to Reyes. Gets it to Washington. It advances it to Allen. Simmons races back
Great
and makes
defended.
the play. Every time BG thinks they have something, Simmons is there. And Simmons is the one who put Ball State on the scoreboard. Hubert running around the box. Off the flag. Corner kick.
It's good defending from Ball State there in the corner under pressure. Hubert running at the back line, and this will be a interesting corner here coming up.
Kennedy. She didn't have a great free kick just soon ago. But on this corner, we'll see how the service is.
It's a crowded 6-yard box in there.
Over the bar again.
Just under 5 minutes left. This is crunch time for both teams here.
Ball State, a very young team. Coach Craig Roberts said he wanted the seniors to help lead them. Here in the last 4 minutes and 15 seconds, we'll see if Ball State can give themselves a goal to stop overtime from happening, or if BG can take the lead.
Yeah, we spoke about it on Friday night, especially with the first game going to overtime. It's up to getting to that point where can someone find that special bit of magic to put their team into that with their hands on the trophy.
Reyes can't keep that in play. Under 4 minutes left. Every moment is precious. Another set piece awarded to Ball State, as Bowling Green will hold their breath. Guerrero will be the one, as usual, to send the service in.
A lot of pressure on this free kick.
Guerrero might try a shot here. Plenty of space available. Only 2 people on the wall. Sends a cross in. Lands on the ground in the mixer. Very dangerous. Simmons almost got a shot off. It was kicked away. Clock is stopped.
Okay, and talk about Guerrero's delivery again. What a free kick. Just put it right in the dangerous area. Have all Bowling Green players retreating and made it really, really difficult for them. So it's good defending from Bowling Green to not allow that opportunity to get in a goal.
Clock is rolling again. 2:45 left. It looked like Kennedy was the one to poke that ball away from Simmons, who had the goal available to her.
Washington and Shaw just exchanging
Referee blows the whistle on that.
Exchanging a few words there. Referee will keep an eye on that.
Ruber down the sideline. This is to Cox in the box. Loses the ball. Simmons
Great
with
defending
another
again.
play. And that's out for Ball State throwing with 1 minute and 50 seconds left in this championship game.
Can't have to go back to that tackle from Simmons. That is incredible defending. When her team needed the most, that's when she's come up huge there. That could have easily been a shot on goal and maybe the winner there for Bowling Green.
Every practice, every day of work this whole season has led up to these last 90 seconds. Can someone win it in regulation, or are we going to overtime? Ball State with 1 minute left. And that's a lost possession.
1 minute remaining.
Up to Reyes. BG crowd pleading the players to go forward. Shaw, the dangerous player, earning the start in this final. Metzger trying to get by Reyes, sends a cross in, only to be met by Abbott. But here's Festrovich. That shot is deflected by Cox. Festrovich back on it. Washington wins that header. 20 seconds left. Sent back in.
This is now biting stuff.
And now it's Cox. Hubert with 13 seconds left, advancing. Only Pooley in front of her. Hubert cuts inside. 5 seconds left for Hubert. The shot, that's not going to go in. It's going to be overtime. 1-1 is the score after regulation. Almost a buzzer beater from Hubert.
What an end to that game.
After 5 minutes, we'll be back for a 10-minute overtime period. Hope to see you then. What a regulation.
Wow.
That was Hubert. Right? Yeah. Too bad they didn't go in. I'd love to hear myself on SportsCenter. God, that would have been amazing. That would have been.
Off her foot, it was a lot closer than I thought when she struck it.
That would have been a George Clooney movie. If she had a better touch on that cut, she might have got that in. That was wow. So there's 2 10-minute periods and then PKs. It'd be fun to call PKs. I don't know why I kind of want them, but I know no one likes a championship decided on PKs.
Come back out, try to get Ball State's numbers first.
Make sure you guys without also muting chat sound. So.
Okay. Stadium. It's time for free soccer. We're in overtime. About 50 seconds left till we get back into play. Bowling Green's entire back line has played a full 90 minutes, and Simmons and Pooley on defense for Ball State have also played a full 90. So the defenders definitely going to start feeling weight on their legs. The rest of the teams, however, should be fairly fresh. I mean, no one's really truly fresh after playing a full game, but
Absolutely.
By overtime standards, they've been rested throughout the 90 minutes.
Yeah, they're going to be pretty rustic right now, and they've been playing delightful soccer, so it's going to be interesting going forward and see how this overtime pans out for sure.
One team is going to go home with a trophy, feeling pure joy, and another one will come so close only to lose it in overtime. An experience Bowling Green experienced last year versus their just down the road rivals, Toledo. Can Ball State force them to feel that pain again at home this time?
Yeah, both teams in the huddle right now, they're both thinking, do you want some or is it going to go for it?
Ball State breaks their huddle. They're ready to go. Bowling Green, some last words of encouragement will be shared before they go out for a 10-minute overtime period. If you are unfamiliar with the overtime rules, here they are. We will play a 10-minute overtime sudden death period. If somebody scores, it's over. A champion is crowned. If 10 minutes go by, no one scores, we have a 2-minute intermission and then play a second overtime period. Double overtime. It's also 10 minutes. If no one scores after double overtime, we go to penalty kicks, whether you love them or hate them.
Standard.
Reyes to
Standard
Hubert,
maneuver.
and here we go already. Hubert versus Simmons. This cross deflected off Simmons, and already 15 seconds in, we have a corner kick.
Here we go.
This could be the shortest overtime period you've ever seen.
You want some?
If Kennedy can send an assist towards this box. All BG fans on their feet. The service. Dangerous, punched away, still in there.
Whoa.
Allen raced to it, couldn't get there before Pooley.
Delightful cross.
A miss hit on the
Very
header.
rustic.
BG crisis averted. What a start to overtime.
Yes, insane.
Bayron gets there. Can't ask for much better 60 seconds of soccer than that. Nice cut, advancing. That shot just wide.
Absolute strike from Ruba. Hit it well. Her eyes have lit up seeing that goal there. She'll want a piece of the action.
8 minutes and 30 seconds left of overtime. The beginning of overtime has been all BG. They have come out firing on all cylinders, looking very dangerous. As Rays will head that out for a throw-in. What an unbelievable start to the first
Incredible.
overtime period.
Absolute chaos.
Looks like a foul was called there against Dombrowski. Now the other 26, Kennedy, Defensive Player of the Year in MAC, will take this free kick. BG,
It's a great pass.
number one seeing. Here's
Oh, what a
Hubert in the
touch. That's a
box. That's a
penalty.
push. This could be a penalty. No
Surely
foul awarded.
Good defending in the end.
The first goal was a penalty kick for BG. Almost another one there. And here's a corner. Kennedy will send it.
What a
And
delightful
BG
touch.
continues to dominate overtime.
Corner kick, Bowling Green.
First touch from Hubert. That's come from 50, 60 yards. And she just brought that on an absolute dime.
Short corner. Played it by Hubert. Headed away by Pooley.
Pooley there again.
Reyes gets it down to Kennedy, who sends a service in. And here comes shot off the post. Cox trying to get there. A shot from Bayron saved. Another shot from Reyes saved. A double save, sliding tackle. All ball, no foul, corner.
I have absolutely no idea how that ball has not ended up in the back
I
of the net.
believe the original shot was from Swindell.
I think it might
Ball
have been.
State player on the ground.
I think it might have been Ruba with it as well. Sarah Allen had a go. Eliza Bayron had a go. Incredible, heroic defending there from Ball State to keep that ball out of the goal. What a sequence. What a sequence. Pooley's on the ground at the minute. I think she got the brunt of that defending. She's been incredible the last couple of games. Putting in all of her efforts, trying to keep the ball out of her own goal. Incredible.
Unbelievable start to this overtime period. What seemed to be a triple save from Studeville. The official stats here: Bayron shot blocked, Sarah Allen shot blocked, Mackenzie Ruber shot hit a post, another shot awarded Nikki Cox, which was blocked.
Not necessarily in that order.
Yeah.
I started writing numbers and then didn't know what I was.
And even before that, there was almost a penalty awarded. Some refs could have given it, some wouldn't.
Huge round of applause for Pooley getting on her feet, and rightly so. She's been, as you said, incredible. She looks pretty badly injured. I think they're going to bring Pooley off.
Yeah, thank you. Do we know what number was that that was hurt? Do you know? 10, 25, 32. No, I know. That's what I've been saying. I couldn't tell the
Ball
number.
State substitution number 25.
Yellow assist Weisler
Sisweiler in the game for number 10, Taylor.
will come on with 6:45 left. Corner kick about to be taken here.
This is without the services of Poole, so there'd be a big loss for Ball State with this corner coming in.
Corner is good. Shot from Allen, deflected. Kept in play by Hubert. That's out for a goal kick. First 4.5 minutes have been, first 3.5 minutes rather, have been all Bowling Green.
That strike from Sarah Allen there, I think,
If you believe my stats, which
come off the head of a Ball State defender and cleared the danger.
Bowling Green had 8 shots in regulation and so far have 6 already in overtime.
my notes are going to say watch.
Reyes tried to clear that away, and it is cleared away eventually by Abbott. Kennedy versus Cook, and it's able to be forced out for a throw-in. Clock still running as play stopped. 5:30 left in the first overtime period. Out again for a throw-in. Ball State they're not able to get much going in this first overtime period, but Bowling Green's been flying high. Hubert could have get called for a high kick there, but play on. Reyes throws it in, out for a throw-in off Metzger.
It's been action-packed first 5 minutes.
Hubert, Reyes. And that's won by Shaw, who sends it upfield. But Abbott's there. Plays it back to Duvee. Alexis Fricky, pressured by Mason. She just sends that out.
Yeah, it's good pressure by Mason. Wins the ball back up, higher up the field for her team. Good pressure.
4.5 minutes left, and Ball State barely still in it. Couple moments where BG came so close to scoring. Guerrero gets that out wide. The cross is in.
Mason
Fricky
with a good
clears
bit of
it.
skill.
Sent forward, still in play. Hubert versus
Hubert will
Simmons. Who
chase.
can get there first? Hubert might be able to get to it. Still Hubert's chance. Plays it back for Washington. Still has it to Cox. Push from behind. No foul given. All ball, says the ref. Fistrovich wins that ball to stop the attack. Kennedy now pressured hard. All ball, says the ref. And here comes Cook. Long shot. Duvee has it.
Mate, this game has been nuts. This game has been crazy.
That's out for a throw-in. BG's way. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first overtime period. Again, if no one scores, there's a 2-minute break and then another 10-minute overtime period followed by penalty kicks if no one scores. It is sudden death. If somebody scores, this is over. Barron gives chase, can't get to it. Shaw on the ball. Long shot from Shaw, too high.
Not a bad effort there from Shaw. She's hit that from a good 35 yards maybe. Caught it pretty sweetly and just sailed over the bar. Not a bad effort.
Cook keeps that in play. Foul awarded. And another very dangerous set piece with 1 minute and 23 seconds left. Guerrero's probably going to be the one to send the surface in since she's been so good at it the past 2 games.
It's an intense last minute.
Ball State sent this to overtime on a set piece. And they have a chance to end it on a set piece. Good service in. Headed away by Abbott. Foul against Ball State against Cook.
Interested to see if Bowling Green go for it or take their time and regroup as a group.
50 seconds left. This goes to Cox, who has on. Thought she had a teammate there. Washington tries to chest that down. Keeps it in play to Reyes. And now Cook. Can Cook be the hero of the hour? Cook, still Cook. Thanks to deflection. Or no, ruled a goal kick.
Abbott with incredible defending there.
Only 16 seconds left. BG might just take this to a double OT period.
That's fantastic defending. Showed her exactly where she wanted to go and let her have the shot.
And we'll go to double overtime. What an unbelievable first overtime period. I cannot wait for the second one in just a couple minutes. We'll see you then.
See you in a second.
Welcome back to Cochrane Stadium. The second overtime period is about to be underway, and we can only hope for another fantastic 10 minutes of soccer like we just got in the first period. What an unbelievable display of soccer.
Yeah, both teams really wanting that win and throwing everything they can at it. It's going to be a nail-biting last 10 minutes.
If you're wondering how we got here in the first half, in the 27th minute, Maureen Kennedy scored on a penalty kick, which was won by Nikki Cox. And in the 54th minute, Emily Simmons scored on a header off a corner kick, which ended in a lot of ball being bounced around, but Simmons got the last touch to get it across the line. After that, no goals, and we went to overtime. First overtime period, very entertaining, very exciting. BG had at least 6 shots, could not get any of them on net. So it's still 1-1, and we're about to kick off double overtime. If no one scores in the next 10 minutes, we go to penalty kicks. Nikki Cox now kicks off the second overtime period of the MAC title game. Into the box now. Good defensive play by Metzger.
Great defending from Metzger. Good clearance as well.
That'll be a Ball State throw-in in front of their own bench. Reyes throws in for Bayron. Both teams trying to get the ball moving somewhere, because that goes out for a throw-in too. And they're still waiting to have that throw get in. Here we are, 8:24 left. Abbott wins that ball, clears it away.
Well read again.
Metzger, another great interception.
Done really well there, Metzger playing her in. See when the ball was played in there to Tatiana Mason, you can see her legs starting to give way. She's played a lot of minutes over the last few days, and you can see it probably catching up with another double overtime for Ball State here.
Goal kick.
Substitution into the game for Bowling Green, number 6, Zoe Hudson, for number 8, Alexis Fricky.
But they keep saying
Zoe Hudson comes on for Alexis Fricky, and that's the first time Fricky has come off the field this entire match. After playing 102 minutes.
Yeah, she looks
7
like
minutes
struggling,
left.
limping off.
Nikki Cox trying to keep that in play. Played out by Johnson. Ruber throws it in quickly for Washington. Another throw on BG.
A lot of the crowd gone behind the Ball State goal in anticipation that Bowling Green are going to get a little winner. Great play from Shaw.
And Tatiana Mason couldn't keep that in. Zoe Hudson with her first action of the game since
Yeah,
a throw
Mason.
that eventually ends up out of bounds.
Mason looks pretty tired.
That's kept in. Sent forward by Washington. Cox is there. Allen wins the ball. Not a lot of offense being generated in this second overtime period, as that's out of bounds. That's a foul. And this is a huge moment for BG.
That's great play from Nikki Cox, who's come across the defender and won the free kick there by being strong and just putting the body in the right place at the right time.
You can hear the crowd rumbling the whole place with 5 minutes and 15 seconds left just about. Maureen Kennedy's going to send this in. And BG has a chance to avoid penalty kicks and win the game on this cross.
Big crowd behind that goal,
Headed away. Metzger's going to get there. And Craig Roberts is going to have a nice friendly discussion with the referee there. Probably offering some words of encouragement.
Sure he is.
The clock is still running, 4:15. Reyes tried to get that to Hubert, couldn't get there. Hubert, high effort, keeps it in play, and here comes Hubert. Good recovery, still Hubert.
Corner ball.
And that's a corner. What a play from the MAC Offensive Player of the Year.
Under 4 minutes to play. Pitch is held up nicely. These minutes, there's a lot of people in that goal box. Can BG capitalise?
Corner kick, is this it? Is this how BG can win the MAC title, or will Ball State keep it going? Headed away, Sarah Allen sends it back in the mixer. Kicked away.
Off the line. Looked to be cleared off the line.
Studeville was there. Cox on the ball.
Great block from Guerrero. We've seen Nikki Cox.
Zoe Hudson gets it back to Cox. Nice touch. Washington chases after it. In the box. Can Hubert do something with it? Cox.
Ball's bouncing around the edge of the box. Ruber on the ball at the edge.
Ruber sends it in. Headed away by Simmons. Foul against BG.
Ball State did fantastically well there to defend that.
Clock will stop at 2 minutes and 26 seconds left in double overtime.
You feel the tension around the stadium, Caden. This is
It's pretty nuts.
Yeah, a lot
It's
of
every
people
final you ever ask for.
Absolutely.
Entertaining, dramatic, fun.
It's all over the shop.
The entire crowd wanted a handball there. Tatiana Mason keeps it. Till Hudson's able to win it. Mason has it again.
Probably run out
And
of
that's
play.
sent all the way out of bounds to the other sideline.
Just
2 minutes left. Chelsea Washington with plenty of space. She has Ruber on the near sideline. Cox. What will she do with it? Sends it into the box. Cleared away. Ruber is there. Mason playing defense. Still Ruber, though. Cox with space.
Feet from Ruber.
Sent towards goal. Simmons is there. Collision, no foul. Foul is awarded now. And with 1:18 left.
Dangerous position this for Bowling Green. 1 minute left to look to take their time and really get a good opportunity here. Can they win it?
Siswire's look called for the foul. And now Maureen Kennedy, who's already taken one shot attempt from this far away in this area. And it was on goal with power. With 54 seconds left, we'll see if she tries to win it herself or send service to the far post. It's a shot, just over. 44 seconds remaining. Also, blown substitutions will come in. Clock is running. 31 seconds left.
Jenna Dombrowski and number 23, Sam Campbell in the game for number 12, Peyton Cook.
20 seconds left. Not much time for them to get anything going, Ball State. As Sam Campbell comes on and Lauren Roll comes on for Cook and Dombrowski.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
And this is probably going to, it is going to penalty kicks. After 2 overtimes, the winner could not be decided.
What a fantastic
We are
game
going
of
to
football.
penalty
Soccer.
kicks.
I think you play nothing now. I don't. If you want to play something now while they're getting ready, but no, I don't think you play anything. Not even
After 110 minutes, no winner could be decided. And now both teams will get ready for what everyone loves or what everyone hates, penalty kicks.
It's been what an intense game of soccer from 2 teams battling their way to try and win this game. You're gonna leave it up to penalty kicks to decide.
except for that. We'll do that.
We'll see you in 5 minutes when PK start between Bowling Green and the Cardinals. Welcome back to Cochrane Stadium. Penalty kicks. You either love them or you hate them, but that's what we've come to. After 110 minutes, a winner could not be decided. Bowling Green scored off a penalty in the first half. Maureen Kennedy was the one to take it. We'll see if Kennedy's going to be the first one up for BG, but for Ball State, Shelby Keene, the sophomore, she is going to be the one to start this off.
Big pressure on the first penalty taker and goalkeeper.
The only thing stopping her is the MAC goalkeeper of the year, Kathleen Duvee. It's in!
Calm as you like. Great penalty kick. Put it high so the keeper couldn't get there and put it outside. Good penalty, first penalty.
Chelsea Washington will be the first penalty kick taker for the Falcons. And that's in the corner. 1-1.
Composure. Same side. Bottom corner, fizzed it in. Good penalty.
Emily Simmons. She was credited with the goal that put Ball State into overtime and into penalty kicks eventually.
She's had a fantastic game today as well, defending everything. Let's see what she's like as a
In my
penalty kick.
opinion, the most valuable player in this game so far. And she scores on her penalty kick attempt. 2-1 in PKs, Ball State.
Seen 3 fantastic penalties so far.
The defensive player of the year for MAC stepping up to take this penalty, Maureen Kennedy, who scored on a penalty kick in the first half. Saved by Studeville! And Ball State has taken a decisive advantage here in penalty kicks.
Huge save from Studeville. Fantastic athleticism to get down to that.
After 2 rounds of penalties, Ball State made both. Bowling Green only made 1. And now for the third penalty kick, it's Sammy Cochrane. Corcoran's shot is in.
Good penalty kick.
3-1. Ball State leads in penalties in the third round. Erica Hubert, the offensive player of the year for MAC, will step up. Quickly taken, quickly scored. 3-2, Ball State still leads as we enter the fourth round of PKs.
Talk about both feet. Plays the whole game on left foot, dominate on the left foot, and then comes to a penalty shootout and puts it right foot top bins.
Kerrigan Johnson, the next one to take it for Ball State. Can Kathleen Duvee make a save to even things up? And that's in.
Nikki Cox has to score.
Nikki Cox. Shot, it's in. 4-3, Ball State leads. If Ball State makes this penalty kick, it is over. Jenna Dombrowski. Can she win it? It's saved by Kathleen Duvee. Diving save keeps BG alive. And now Morgan Abbott has to make this.
Bowling Green with a lifeline.
If Abbott does not make this penalty kick, it is over. Ball State wins. But Kathleen Duvee has given them a chance. She makes it! And we will have a 6th round of penalty kicks. It's 4-4 in PKs. Sudden death now. If you win a round, you win the game. Tatiana Mason, the MAC Freshman of the Year. The entire crowd holds their breath. And that's wide of the net. BG can win it here if Alyssa Bayron makes this penalty. They can win the MAC title on their home turf. They are so close. The only thing stopping them is Tristan Studeville. Bayron versus Studeville for the title. She makes it! Bowling Green is the MAC champions of women's soccer as the crowd rushes the field to celebrate a title. Their first since 2005. Bayron wins it after an incredible save from Duvee kept them alive.
Congratulations to the Falcons of Bowling Green State.
The scenes on this field right now are incredible.
MAC Women's Soccer Tournament champion.
In white jerseys,
Scenes
pure
are
ecstasy.
incredible.
In the black and red, despair, coming so close only to lose in PKs. But what a wonderful season for Ball State.
What an absolute effort for Ball State. Yeah, that's commiserations to them. They worked incredibly hard and had one hand on the trophy with the PKs, with Bowling Green come out on top and win the MAC on their home turf.
The PA announcer calling for fans to clear the field, but it'll be a while, I think, before they leave.
Yeah.
Pure joy in the crowd as Bowling Green wins a MAC tournament title at Cochrane Stadium.
What a way to win it.
Once again, at this time, we do need to have everyone leave the field, please. No fans on the field at this time, please. Again,
They are now bringing the trophies out. Later on, the PA announcer will announce the all-tournament team, and the trophy presentation will be on this stream.
fans would please leave the field so we can do the awards ceremony, please.
An unbelievable season ends in a championship. Matt Fannin took a team that won 35 games in his previous 8 seasons, and after just 2, has had 2 appearances in the tournament final and won his second time there after 6 rounds of penalty kicks.
We can have everybody leave the field, please.
And as the fans clear, we'll throw it over to the PA announcer to announce the all-tournament team and for the award presentation. We'll be back right after that.
Taylor Foley. From Bowling Green State University, number 4, Jennifer Reyes. Number 5, Nikita Jacob. Number 9, Nikki Combs. And number 29, Eliza Bayron. And the 2018 MAC Women's Soccer Tournament MVP for number 29, Eliza Bayron. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2018 MAC Women's Soccer All-Tournament team. And now, let's recognize the individual members of the 2018 MAC Women's Soccer Tournament champions, the Falcons of Bowling Green State University. Ladies, when your name is called, please come forward to accept your individual award. Monica Flores. Victoria Cook. Marissa Swindell. Jennifer Reyes. Nikita Jacob. Zoe Hudson. Chelsea Washington. present the 2018 MAC Women's Soccer Tournament Champion Trophy to the head coach Matt Fannin and the Falcons of Bowling Green State University. And so we congratulate the Falcons, Mid-American Conference champions and automatic qualifiers of the 2018 NCAA Women's Soccer Championship bid. This will conclude today's award ceremony. For images, notes, and videos, log on to information.com, the website of the Mid-American Conference. The Mid-American Conference would like to thank all administrators, coaches, players, and fans, and Bowling Green State University staff for making this year's championship an outstanding event. We thank you for coming to today's game. Please have a safe trip home. Go Falcons.
Take us out.
Thank you for joining us for the MAC Women's Soccer Championship. It was a great game. Bowling Green wins after 6 rounds of penalty kicks. I'm Kanan Albanese signing off. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for listening. Have a good weekend.